Do you have something to say? Then you need to start a podcast today. Now, to do a podcast, what you're going to need is you're going to need a good hosting service. And the one I use and the one I recommend is Buzzsprout. Now, Buzzsprout has a lot of features, but the best part about Buzzsprout is if you really just want to dip your toes in to starting a podcast, it's completely free. However, if you're willing to go all in and go full hog, go to the bottom of my show notes here, use my link, and start an account. So not only, if you start an account using my link, not only will you have access to all of Buzzsprout's features and everything like that, you will also receive a $20 Amazon gift card as a special thank you for joining. After your, second month, you'll get it. Now, like I said, it has a lot of things. Especially if you start an account using my link, you get indefinite hosting. So every episode that you put up it's just there forever. They will keep it up for you. Multiple platform support. So that means that Buzzsprout lets you link to pretty much every podcasting platform, be it iTunes, Pandora, TuneIn, and just a whole plethora of other ones. You obviously have to do the work yourself and submit, but, I mean, again, it's easy. It's just a click of a button and a little bit of downtime. Let's see, what else do they have? They have a lot of choices for monetization, be it affiliate programs, such as this one you're listening to right now, actually. And also many different, and links to different sponsors and different sponsor services that you can join to, try and get monetized that way. And the big thing that they have is they also now offer the Magic Mastering service, which is, what that does is it automatically fixes the levels in your audio, so it'll kind of tune out like background buzzing noise. And if if you have more than one person on your podcast, it'll try to even out the volume between the two different people, especially if one's louder than the other. It'll automatically do that. And then all you really have to do is choose your subscription level based on how much content you think you're going to be putting out every month. You can go be safe like I am and go high, or, you can go low, and if you go over the amount of time, it's just a little bit extra. Nothing big. Now, unless you're a complete coding wizard, making the content is, in a way, it's both the hard part and it's the easy part, because obviously you got to have something good to say. No, you don't really. But unless you're a coding genius, actually uploading a podcast somewhere is a massive pain in the ass, and really it's, not even so much that, it's just like, how do I do it, right? Whenever I first started this podcast, I tried submitting to iTunes, and you go to the submission page, it's literally just a blank page and a field that says, what's your RSS feed? I don't know what the fucking RSS feed is. Buzzsprout, however, takes all that uncertainty away. Like I said, you just go to all the different platforms you want once you have your stuff uploaded and submitted, and just hit submit. And you just have to copy and paste and it gives you an RSS feed. It makes it for you automatically, so you have that. You can copy and paste that whenever you need to submit anywhere. And yeah, Buzzsprout makes everything easy. Buzzsprout I would say it's your number one resource for podcasting. So if you want to start your own podcast, go down to the show, go to the bottom of the show notes here, use my link, get your podcast up, get your Amazon gift card, and get your heart out there. Now, enjoy this show. Alright, welcome to another episode of Poncho's Paint Booth. I've been trucking along with these models now. This time, taking a break from the 40k stuff, and we have the wonderful little RPG Goblin Shaman. So, here, you know what, let's just do this. I can never get this to work right. Goblin Shaman. So he's, why the fuck isn't this focusing? There we go. So it's a little hard to see, but it's basically, you know, an old hunchback shaman. He's got a wooden staff, literally a tree branch. And that thing on his head is actually a dead bird. So, we're going to deal with all of that right now. Now, the first thing we're going to do is work on his skin, which there's only really a little bit showing, mostly like around his knees, his right shoulder here, his face, and then parts of the arms. And to do that, we are going to start with the base darker green of Sick Green, one of our Vallejo colors. And then after that, we're going to hit those areas with Quellia Green Shade to get that nice inset details in. So let's go ahead and do all that right now. Alright, so there we go. Got a nice little start on this dude. If it comes into focus, so we got green skin, and it has the darker details are done. Fuck, what was the word for that? I want to say negative details, but that doesn't sound right. But anyways, we, of course, as always, anytime we apply wash, we're going to let this guy dry off and come back. Alright, our next task is to go ahead and finish off the skin on our dude here. So to do that, we are going to go back to our Scorpion Green, or Escorpana Green. Yeah. I don't know, they tried putting it in English, but then it's not in English. And so that what I'm going to do with that is just go ahead and dry brush over the skin. And then the next task is I'm going to start working on our boy's tunic here. So there's actually a few different things going on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the actual robe itself. It's going to be field gray. And then, of course, we'll finish that off with, where is it? Here we go. Nuln Oil, as always. And that's only going to be the actual tunic itself. It's not going to be, well, he's got like a bunch of pouches and a belt, which is not going to be gray. And then also his boots and his hood are going to be brown rather than gray, but that's going to be a little bit later. So let's go ahead. And the first thing we're going to start off with is dry brushing this green on. I just find the right dry brush. Get all set up. And here we go. So the gray was actually a little bit wetter than I liked. So I can't actually add in the Nuln Oil yet, unfortunately. So I'll just go ahead and do that off camera here in a minute. But anyways, so yeah, we got the some highlights in the green, notably on his face and his knuckles. And then that's going to be the base color for his tunic, with more to come in a second. Alright, so as I said, I went ahead and off screen I added some of the Nuln Wash to our Goblin dude's gray tunic here. And so now what we're going to do is I got a couple things planned now. First, I'm going to go ahead and go back over this tunic with a little bit of a ash gray dry brush, which will finish that part off. And then I'm going to go back in and go over some of the other leather elements with our trusty leather brown. And so that's going to be the boots, his various belts and bags that he's got on here. And let's see. Yeah, he's also got like some raggedy arm sleeves and kind of like shorts underneath there. And then also this, actually no, this twig. That branch I'm going to go ahead and hit with the darker oak brown first. And then all of the leather sections are going to be covered with, what is it called? Agrex Earthshade. So, first, let's go ahead and get this dry brush action going. This will be small and quick, or at least it should be. Okay, that gray was mixed up nice, so it comes out at just the right consistency. And as you can already see, once it comes into focus, there should be plenty of highlights visible. There we go. Yeah, that looks nice. So let's go ahead and do that with the rest of the tunic, as is the plan. And fortunately, this guy has quite a bit of detail, which is not something you usually find in the random miniature bargain bin. But I got lucky. Just a little bit on the front here. And since I did it first, right now the only thing I have to worry about is to make sure I don't get any of this on the skin, which it won't be too hard. It just means I won't be able to go as hard in some other sections, which, whatever, it's fine. I'll just call it artistic choice. Alright, so that is all set. That's all the dry brushing I need for now. So now, starting with the oak brown, and then moving on to the leather brown. Let's get brown. there's our brown colors down. You'll also notice that I actually decided to make the decision to have the boots and the arm sleeves also be the darker brown, the same color as his staff. And now, because this paint is rather viscous compared to, well, I don't know, some other paints, I'm going to let this dry for a second before applying our wash, and that way things won't get mixed up. Alright, this guy is just about done, so we're not going to make him 100% done. So what we're going to do now is the first step. So I'm going to go back in with our leather brown, and we're going to dry brush all the brown parts on this guy, so that including the dark brown and the stuff that was already leather brown. As you can see, I already went over everything with Agrax Earthshade. Next, we're going to go in with our Drake Tooth color, because it's a little harder to see, but hanging off of his belt, he's got a couple of small thigh bones, or whatever they are. And then the last thing I'm going to do is we're going to hit this dead bird up here that's on his hat, and that is going to be using the necrotic flesh color, which is kind of similar to the Drake's Tooth, but there's, here you can kind of see there's more green in there. And then the last thing we're going to do is the bones and the bird is going to be hit with Agrax Earthshade, and then that's going to be the completed model. So, got this thing and my dry brush, so let's go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and plow into it, starting with the leather. Alright, that's it. This little guy is 100% finished. Got our little Goblin Shaman. Nice little beauty roll here. We'll get one still for the whatchamacallit, the ad. Someday. Maybe. Whatever. So there you have it. That was our RPG dude, the Goblin Shaman. Oh, maybe, here we go. Fuck, I don't think that worked either. Anyways, if you like this video, stay tuned. Also, like and subscribe because there's more videos before this. This was number number 11. I want to say, yes, number 11. Our Goblin Shaman, or my Goblin Shaman anyway. But yeah, like and subscribe. Stay tuned. There's going to be more videos coming up after this, obviously. And also, if you like this content, you want to see other different types of content, look at the other playlists here on Multi-Murdy Media. Look at Jankety Ass Podcast. That's my podcast about whatever I feel like. And then, of course, Gutsy Ass Gamer, which is my Twitch stream playthrough sort of highlights. And then also listen to me or like and subscribe my either my Instagram page or my Facebook page or both. Also, Multi-Murdy Media. Check out Gutsy A Gamer on stream or on Twitch occasionally. I haven't done. Just go check it out. And then, of course, anywhere you can listen to podcasts, Jankety Ass Podcast. So, again, stay tuned and thanks for watching.